Welcome to the Festival of Storytellers.
I can't tell you how excited I am to be on right now. It's been a couple of weeks of excitement getting prepared, and I've done a lot of things in my life, but this has got to be close to the top.
Thank you, Reader's Magnet, and thank you, John, for putting this forth and taking the chance on us authors in presenting this out to the world.
I've enjoyed this immensely, Joanne.
Ellie, so have I. Thank you for who you are, and thank you, Reader's Magnet. You all are beautiful, and you've worked so very hard, and we are blessed.
We are.
I thank everybody that's involved with this process, because we know writers need readers and writers need publishers. We thank Reader's Magnet and everybody that's involved. I love Reader's Magnet. They say, we share your stories with the world.
Hi, my name is Linda Daniele, and I'm the author of Grandpa Nick's Bump and Grandpa Nick the Conductor. And today I have a young friend of mine who lives across the street. His name is Sean, and he is one of the 4 children that are in the book that I wrote. And I can give you a little picture of what the children look like. There's 4 children in my story. And Sean, if I got the right side, nope, I'm doing it backwards again. There's Sean here. And you were probably, what, about 4? I think you're something
4
like 4 when this picture was taken. And now he's 14. So he's a freshman in high school. And so we thought that we would share some of our remembrances of Grandpa Nick. And just so that you know a little bit of the backstory, Nick was in the driveway one day. This is my husband, Nick, and this is a real picture of him. Okay. And he was in the driveway, and Sean and his 2 sisters and his brother traipsed across the street. I don't know if they have permission or not, but they traipsed across the street, and they asked my husband to be their grandfather. And he said, of course. Thank you, 1969. That's great, Fairgore. That's great. And so as they were walking across the street, they asked my husband to be their grandfather. And he said, of course I would. I'd love to be your grandfather. So he was playful and silly, right?
Yes.
He did a lot of silly things.
Yes.
And they had a really good time together. And unfortunately, my husband was very ill after that, a little bit after that. And he, hi, Frank is here. Nice to have Sean with you. There you go. See? But my husband contacted meningioma. He was ill. And unfortunately, from when the children asked him to be their grandfather, it was, and then he did pass away in 2011. That was a course of 4 months. So Grandpa Nick's Bump is that story, the story of those 4 months, and they really did have a good time. What's something that you remember, Sean? Do you remember? He was really little. He was only 4. Do you remember anything?
I remember him pushing me on the swing with my baby swing. He would
Yeah.
always push us on it.
Yep.
We'd always fight over who would get to go get pushed. on the
Get
swing
so
first.
Grandpa Nick could push you in the swing, and I remember that you and your sister Maggie would most likely want to be in that swing.
Yeah, we always
So,
played together. So.
yeah. They played together constantly, so that's something that is really, really fun. And one of the things that happened was when my husband was ill, his little job was to put the kids on the school bus every day. And we were going back and forth to Brigham and Women's and Dana-Farber and Mass General in Boston. And the three hospitals, the doctors got together to be able to help Nick. And we could have lived in Boston. Our insurance and stuff would have taken care of it. I have a question for Sean. What does he have to say to his Grandpa Nick? And what are his best memories with him? Do you know what your best, like I say, he was very little, so.
I'd probably say pushing me on the swing because that's the most memorable.
Yeah.
But he did help me. We need a fixture in our kitchen. He did fix that. That was fun.
A light fixture.
I remember, I don't know, picking up the tools and handing them to him, kind of.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Being his little buddy.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. So we could have stayed in Boston. To live there, our insurance probably would have taken care of that. But Nick said, no, I can't. We can't do that. I have to get the kids on the bus. So we drove back and forth for his radiation treatments, back and forth every day for 25 days, every day to have his radiation treatment. When he was getting a little bit more ill and wasn't able to drive that much, we did take the bus to Boston. And the bus company was wonderful. And we saw all the shifts of the drivers. And they were just, how you doing today, Nick? It was that kind of thing. So, but what I thought I would do is the last 2 nights, we've been talking about the artwork in Grandpa Nick's bump. And I have one of the artists right here. So, do you remember, Sean, when I gave you the little books, the booklets?
Yeah, she gave me a bunch of papers, and then I just drew in different pages.
Yeah.
She gave us all the words, and then I just drew what I thought it was.
Yeah. So this is I want to cover up Sean. This is the page you made. This one, right?
Yes.
This was yours. Okay, and you would have been about how old?
7 or 8, I think.
7 or 8 when he made this picture. So this is his brother Joseph going in the trash can, which is this picture in the book. So I scanned the children's pictures and I had them go have the artist drew from the children's pictures. They were inspired. So this is the one with Joseph going in the trash can. And Nick really did do that, didn't he?
Yes.
He really did do that. He was crazy. And it was a clean trash can. I have to say that. It was not dirty. All right. And the other thing that I do in my books is I have a little dove representing the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit is throughout the books, both of the books that I've written. Because if you've had a hard day, whatever, you still you have the Holy Spirit with you at any time. So you can kind of compare. This is what Sean did. Okay, I'm covering you up, Sean. I'm sorry. And this is what the artist did. Okay, if I do it this way, I don't know if you can see it or not. So that's that picture there. And then another time, Nick would fix Sean's tricycle. Oh, thank you, Kim. I'm glad you like the illustrations. That's wonderful. So here is Grandpa Nick fixing Sean's tricycle, okay, with his soccer ball on his shirt, right?
Yes.
Because he's a soccer player. All right. And this is the one that the children drew. Do you remember who drew this one?
Emma. She was a very good artist.
Emma, the oldest one, drew this one. So this is what the kids drew. And this is what the artist drew. Oops, no, this way. Okay. Pretty close. I think they did a really good job on that. I'm really happy with that. So then when he would be playing with the kids, he would get up. He always had a pencil in his ear because he was an engineer, right? You remember that?
Yes.
And a slide rule in his pocket because, engineers have slide rules. This is before computers, before, what do you call it? Calculators. And so he always had that on him. And so he would draw with the kids bridges and trucks and cars and all sorts of things. So this is a little picture of some of the things that he drew with Maggie, Sean's sister. And this is what Maggie drew this one.
Yes.
Maggie drew this one. Okay. And then we have Maggie. That's little Maggie. And she's, Nick is, oops, this way. Nick is running after her and they're playing. Okay. And this is what you drew this, right?
Yes.
Sean drew this one. And again, he was much, much younger. He was little when he did this. Okay. So that's a pretty good comparison. So if you are out and you're out there and you are trying to write a book, this may be a good way for you to do it. And I took these pictures, I scanned them, I sent them. This book actually is published by Christian Faith Publishing. And this one that Sean has is Grandpa Nick the Conductor. And that is Reader's Magnet. That's published with Reader's Magnet. And I want to thank Reader's Magnet for having this vehicle for us because this is a wonderful opportunity for authors. But if you are interested in writing and having a children's book where you need to have some illustrations, and maybe, you're not the greatest artist, like I'm certainly not, this is an opportunity for you to create, have children draw the pictures, scan them, send them to the publisher, have them be inspired and work from those pictures. Okay, so that's just a little idea. And it really, really, truly is a lot of fun. This one is of Sean, right? Making a mess. Oops, making a mess. He has his soccer ball on his shirt, of course. Oops. There's the little dovey in the corner here. All right, and this is, Emma drew this.
Yes.
The oldest one drew this one. This is, Emma drew this one. Oh, good. Thank you, Fairgoer 1969. That was a good year. I remember 1969. So that's the picture of Sean making a mess. And this is the picture of Sean making a mess. And Emma spilling the milk.
Yes,
right?
of course.
She spilled the milk, of course. And
Emma
then
does not like her milk.
Emma doesn't like milk.
No, she does not.
She still doesn't. She's in college now. Can you imagine? She's in college, but she still doesn't like milk?
Nope. Won't even drink it with cereal. She'll drink almond milk.
Almond milk. Oh, she has to be fancy.
Yeah.
Oh, she only fancy. Okay. Okay. So this next picture. Okay, I'm going backwards again, Sean. This next, nope, this way. Ah! And I want to go this way. This is, oh, nope, that's why. Okay. This is Emma, and she's telling, Nick is telling her a joke, and she falls off the couch laughing. Okay. He was so silly. He did really silly things. And so this is what, who drew this one?
I think Emma drew that one.
Emma drew this one. So there's the couch, and she falls off the couch laughing, and everybody's happy and being silly. So this one, Joseph drew.
Yes.
This one was Joseph, the older brother. And this is when the kids discover that Grandpa Nick has a bump on his head. The tumor that Nick had was massive. It was like he was growing another head, wasn't it? It was like it was huge. It was like out to here.
Yeah.
It was really, really big. So this is when the kids were questioning, what is that thing on your head? Joseph drew that.
Yes.
He's the older brother. So this is what the artist did with that one. Okay. I think they wanted to get all 4 kids into that. And you can see like the bump on his head right up here. I just love to hear that the illustrations from your books were their drawings. Just amazing. Thank you. I like that too. It is, it makes it fun. It makes it extra special. So then the kids made cards for Nick to help him to feel better. Excuse me. You can show that one up and talk about it.
I'm pretty sure we all drew this one because I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure because
Get closer.
oh, sorry. Yeah, but this is when we drew get well cards because our grandpa Nick was in the hospital, so we made some cards, and I think he brought them with him to Boston for a couple days. So.
We did. We put it in. We put it up on the wall.
Yes.
So then the kids drew. Is this Emma?
Probably.
Okay, this one's Emma, the older one. Grandpa Nick is saying a little prayer. Okay. I never would have thought of the praying hands, but this is what the artist did. See? Isn't that beautiful? Nice, strong hands. And this is the bus going to Boston as well. Which drawings were your favorites? Do you know which ones?
Out of the ones that were on the book, that were made on the book,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'd probably say. Look at it. I'd probably say this one, the one where I was drawing on the walls. So I think
where he's making a mess.
different interactions.
Sean's making a mess. Do you still do that?
Just about. I leave my shoes everywhere.
You
I don't clean up after myself.
So they took the bus to Boston, right? And it says they took the bus to Boston to get the bump removed. And here's who did did you do this?
No, I did this one.
Okay.
One. I think Maggie did that one.
Maggie. Okay,
Yeah.
Margaret did this one. And here is another picture. Oh, this was when they're getting off the school bus, though. We're not. Are we quite there? No, we're not quite there yet. It's the next one. So here the children find out their parents wait to tell them that Grandpa Nick had died. They get off the school bus. And there's Mom and Dad waiting and Sean's tricycle. And Sean, you drew this one?
Yes.
You drew this one. Okay. Again, this is a long time ago. Do you have his recent drawings as well? I don't have your recent drawings.
No.
I know. I don't. I only have old ones.
Yeah.
He owes me some new drawings.
Oh, I'll draw some new ones.
Okay, you heard that. It's a promise. You can tell I've known him since he was born, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then Grandpa Nick passes away in the story and in real life, unfortunately. And then the kids are crying. And it's okay to cry. That's something that I think is very important for adults to realize. I do think that kids can handle death and dying better than adults can. I do understand it. And then in heaven, there's a castle. And you did say that.
Yeah,
After
I did.
you did, after Grandpa Nick passed away, and we were right here in the same kitchen. Sean did say Grandpa Nick has a castle because Jesus said that
Yes.
everybody has a mansion when they go to heaven.
Mhm.
So they made this. Who did this one? You know,
I think it was Maggie, my younger sister.
your
She's older
sister.
than me.
Yep. So they made for heaven. They made a rainbow, and then Christian Faith Publishing did this picture. And I kept the little dove. The dove is underneath the rainbow here. All right. But you remember saying about the castle?
Yes, yeah, I've seen it right there.
Yeah, exactly. So then the children drew Grandpa Nick and Jesus and God the Father, okay, in their picture. Is this an Emma one too?
I think that was a Maggie one.
A Maggie one? Okay. And then this one is what Christian Faith Publishing did. We should show you the recent drawings on your next session. Pretty please. I saw that. Well, 1969, we'll have to see what happens with that. They'd have to draw me some pictures.
Yes.
Okay, maybe we can. I don't want to promise though, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So here is, whoops, wrong way. There's Jesus, and there's Nick with a snowflake that goes along with the story. And there's God the Father with the Holy Spirit in his hand. And there's Joseph just getting out of the trash can at the end. Okay. I am following you since season 1. And as mentioned a couple days ago, I bought a book. So it's like I know the kid beside you. Thank you. Thank you, Anderson. That's awesome. So this is the little one. This is Sean.
Yeah, the baby of the family.
He's the baby of
yes,
the baby of the family. Aren't you thrilled?
Yeah.
And again, this is a picture of the real Grandpa Nick. Right there. And he always had a smile, right? He always had a big toothy smile. So some other little pictures that they had as well. You did this one?
Yeah.
Sean made this one. So you have Joseph going in the trash can and coming out of the trash can. And when they drew these pictures, it was 2015. Nick passed away in 2011. So the kids were older. And when they drew this, they knew that Nick had passed away and was in heaven. So this is kind of interesting in that here is Grandpa Nick, and he's in the sky. All right. And it says he there because that is a line in the story. You can kind of see Sean's pictures because of the sunshine. You've got that sunshine in there.
Yeah, and I always made his hair curly.
You always made his hair curly. Okay. He did have curly hair.
Yes, he did.
He had curly hair. Yep, it did. And oddly enough, even with his radiation, he didn't really lose his hair.
Oh yeah.
It was still there. You could see that this tumor was massive. It actually at Brigham and Women's, the Mass General, Brigham and Women's, and Dana-Farber doctors got together. They had 3 teams of doctors, and they all had like different, I don't know what do you call it, bandanas on, different colors. And when one team was done, another team came in. So there was a bone surgeon, a plastic surgeon, and another one, I forget what it was. A neurosurgeon, the big one, yes. Excuse me. And so there were 25 people in the operating room, and and unfortunately he only, after his surgery, he really only lived about a week later. So that was a really hard time, and it was a very hard time for the kids as well. But we have our faith. we have our faith, and that is what keeps us going. And I hope, if you're listening, that you also have a faith that is solid, that that keeps you going. It's very, very important. So here's another picture. And did Maggie do this one?
Maggie or me or Joe?
Okay, this is Sean or Joseph. And this is when they're playing in the swing. And you remember,
Yes,
you remember being in the baby swing when Nick is pushing you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just showing you some different pictures that they did. This is you. This one's you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. This is you because of the sunshine.
Yes.
Okay. The sunshine is Sean's little symbol, I guess, because that's why I called him Sunny Sean in the book. 1969. There are 4 kids in the pictures you showed earlier. Are we seeing them sooner in your live sessions too? Yes. We're going to try to have the kids come. So I might have older brother Joseph on Friday.
Yes, he will be there.
And then
all of us on Saturday.
Everybody on Saturday. We're hoping, if we can arrange the schedule.
Most likely.
Most of the, yeah. If we can get everybody together, that'd be really good.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yep. So this is another trash can picture that they did. That's an Emma, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That's an Emma.
Fabulous artist.
Here's another Emma one. And it is, like I say, it's a clean trash can, not a dirty trash can. He wouldn't do that. He wasn't that crazy. And here's another one.
That's the same one.
Is it the same one? Oh,
yeah,
and this one, this is you. You
Definitely.
did this one. This is a Sean drawing, yes. Because you can see by the sunshine. Whoops. And see, if I go close, he's got the wrench in his hand. But again, he drew this after Nick had been gone. So instead of having Nick in the picture, whoops, he has the sunshine. Isn't that interesting? So kids can handle this better. Kids can handle this better than grown-ups can. I am looking, we've hit the 25th minute. So I have just one little thing that I want to show you. And then I'm going to end actually with a song. Okay. Really, believe it. So in Grandpa Nick the Conductor, these are available on Barnes & Noble, Amazon, and Reader's Magnet. And Grandpa Nick's Bump is Christian Faith Publishing. But, and if you get a chance, they might be good for Christmas. You never know. Let me see here if I can get this. So this is the first pages of Grandpa Nick the Conductor. Right? There's a trolley barn. It's really dirty. They use the old movie screen from the silent movies. I thought that was kind of cool that they did that on their own. But this is what I sent them. And I can't draw. So this is just stick figures and, So this is what I sent them that I wanted for my first page. And I have a few little instructions there. But they pretty much followed what I wanted them to do because this is what they did. And then one more page in here I'll show you because we really truly are running out of time. Pearl Mountain number 3. It's a trolley in the story. Pearl Mountain number 3. And the Holy Spirit dove is in the window. Thanks, Sean. Here is the drawing that I drew. So they pretty much did what I asked them to do. And this was Reader's Magnet, and the artists, I haven't done this yet, and I don't know why. I wanted to give credit, if I can find it here, to the artists because, yes, I'm really happy with the artists at Christian Faith Publishing. And the cover was done by Kent Goutman. And the interior design, the pictures in the middle, were done by Renale Milano, or Milano, or I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. But I wanted to give them credit because I'm really happy with the way they did this as well. And the last thing, I think I had shown this the other day as well, is the oldest girl, Emma, who's now a college freshman, gave me this for Christmas 2 years ago. And this is her drawing. Remember, she's much older now. But here is Grandpa Nick. We have a Rails to Trails around in my neighborhood here. And here is Grandpa Nick. Whoops, on my wrong side. Here's Grandpa Nick with his halo. Here's the trail. And this is my granddaughter. So after all those years, Emma remembered and gave me this for a Christmas present, which I treasure it. I just absolutely love it. It's beautiful. So can I have the pictures over there?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. And one of the next books, I've got 2 books that I'm going to be writing. I'm working on, they're in draft form now. One is Grandpa Nick's Gift, which is about how I got my dog. It's a special story. And then the next one is going to be The Adventures of Grandpa Nick and the Model A. And here was our wedding car. Okay. I'll just show you. And my husband, this is like it. It's not the exact one. This is actually one that we borrowed. Sean has been in our car before, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been in our car. And you got the rumble seat?
Yes.
And the rumble seat in the back. So we own a 1931 Model A Ford Coupe. And it has a cute little rumble seat in it. And it's really nice. 90-year-old car, and it still runs like a charm. So that's kind of good. Wow. Oh, 1969. I'm looking forward for the next 2 books to be out. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I'm looking forward to doing them. I do have them in draft form, basic draft. I have a lot of work to do on it, but I'm looking forward to doing that. And but I want to take a chance. First of all, I want to thank you, Sean, for coming. Do you have anything that you'd like to say that about Grandpa Nick or about the books or whatever?
I think the books are really good. There's a lot of different aspects to Grandpa Nick. Like he is engineer, he was our grandfather and stuff. So I think there's a lot more to show and tell.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good. Well, thank you, Sean. And thank you, Reader's Magnet, again, for having this venue for us authors. I'm really basically a new author, and I really enjoy being able to reach people like this. I think that this is kind of fun, and we want to give a little joy, and the world can be a crazy place. So just give a little joy for people. And, so does anybody else have any questions or anything they'd like to say? You can type it in the chat. Well, I'm hoping I will not be broadcasting tomorrow on Thursday, but I will on Friday, and I'm hoping to have your older brother, Joseph, the one that was in the trash can. That will be at 6:00. And then on Saturday at 6:00, also Eastern Standard Time, I'm hoping to have all 4 children in the book, and we'll get a kick out of how they remember Grandpa Nick when they're all together, because they're quite a crew when they're together, right? So we have had a lot of fun tonight, and I just want to wish you a good evening. I want you to take a breath, have a good evening, and just be happy. The world needs happy people, okay? God bless, and have a great evening. Bye-bye.